Whitney. Hello and welcome to Whitney D TV. If you are new to the channel, click that subscribe button and notification bell. Move it from personalized to all so you can receive all notifications. Head on over to the community tab and join the conversation. Welcome. Let's get into it, shall we? Hello you guys and welcome to the channel. Okay, so let's get into this. So I'm just going to be quite frank and honest with you guys. This video is going to be one of those deep end spectrum video, so stay tuned. Okay, now before we get into this, I want to give a shout out to Shazazz Creations. Yes, I will be reviewing notes and things that I took down on my customized notepad by Shazazz Creations. Shanae Collins is the best. Check out her site in the description box down below, and if you use the link or my code, you will get a percentage off of your order. Okay, let her know Whitney D of Whitney D TV sent you. Okay, let's give a shout out to this green lantern that I'm wearing on my lips by Lips and Lashes by Shea Cosmetics, and shout out to the winners of my giveaway who will be receiving their very own products. And actually green lantern is one of the colors, one of the products I will be giving away. Raven Watts, Karen Johnson, and Gladness Mania. Get at your girl. If y'all know them, tell them to get at me. I'm waiting on you. You can send in your information to reviewswithWhitneyD@gmail.com. Okay, and again, let's give a shout out to Shanae Collins of Shazazz Creations, because this is one of the teas that she created for our channel. If you want your very own, go down below and click the link and get you a discount on your shirt. Let's get into this. Okay, so you guys know for the most part I've been kind of on the heels when it comes to the whole R. Kelly situation and Shabak or whatever. Here recently, in real time, in real life, R. Kelly got denied bail again in regards to I want to say the New York charges or Illinois, one of them. I'll put it somewhere down here. Okay, in lieu of everything, you saw RKELLY tweet this particular tweet and say, "Look at God." And so the thing is that I actually reviewed this particular thing that we're going to discuss a while ago, but I was just like, I was bombarded by a whole lot of other commentary. Now I have the time, and we're going to get into some things, some real serious things. Okay, and this particular video is about Untouchable. It is the documentary on your Harvey Weinstein, and this is for all those people that want to break down the whole R. Kelly docu. I want to know if you were able to watch this docu, because this one is shat on R. Kelly's docu. Okay, I'm just saying. So
I always imagine, like plenty of people in this industry, that actresses slept with Harvey because it was good for their career.
I went with no plan, no agent, very little money. Here was I, meeting one of the most powerful men in Hollywood.
I was going to have dinner with him at the Beverly Hills Hotel.
He said, "Can we have a drink upstairs at yours?"
So obviously this is the part that's very hard to talk about.
Harvey Weinstein was known to be a bully.
He could do anything. He thought of himself as the sheriff in town. He scared people in the same way a gangster would.
When you read about rape, you read she kicks and screams.
I just froze.
I said no and I pushed him away more than once, and then I just stopped. The collateral damage, what it does to relationships, it steals something.
When I tried to tell people, they said, "You better keep your mouth shut."
Well, I saw a lot about how the machine works in terms of burying scandals and settlements.
Nobody was ever going to win against this guy.
I was hearing stories which you could dismiss as rumor.
I was being told these women are crazy.
You have to do something.
Why yesterday you touched my priest?
Please, I'm sorry, just come on, I'm used to that.
Huge turning point.
I couldn't believe that they were telling a story as though they were writing about me.
Mr. Weinstein intends to enter a plea of not guilty.
The most sinister aspect is that the system enabled it.
Power. Everybody's getting a piece of it.
When you pick out the most grotesque there's the sense that, okay, we've taken care of the problem.
It's not over. It continues.
So let's get into this, okay? A few of my notes here or whatnot, and I'm just like, wow, this, if you have not saw the docu, I have a link down in the description box below. A lot of you guys were like, oh my gosh, they didn't push this as much as they pushed R. Kelly. Oh my God. Well, the thing is that let's just be frank, let's just be honest. The levels to the individual is totally different in a sense of Harvey Weinstein and R. Kelly. Yeah, so the thing is that of course they didn't push this on Hulu. You know, and to be honest with you, Hulu in comparison to Netflix or Hulu in comparison to Live TV, which is their Lifetime, yeah, you may get more push out of a Lifetime than you will a Hulu documentary, okay? But that's neither here nor there. It was good, okay? And if you have the time this weekend, take out the time to watch it yourself. I think they still have it up. It's Untouchable, the documentary on Harvey Weinstein, okay? And so I wanted to watch it because I wanted to get my own feel of it and experience it myself, because I was just kind of thrown off by the not necessarily the lack thereof, but just the comparison of it. I'm just like, why are we comparing two pedos, two monsters to each other? And why are we supporting, you know, one particular one so hard than we are the other, right? So I said, let me just watch the docu and see if there is something, you know, that I can just take from it. So with that being said, here is what I took from the Untouchable Harvey Weinstein docu, okay? So we wanted to compare, well, not necessarily compare, but I wanted to see if I can see there is a comparison, if you will, of the two, okay? Now, we always say that R. Kelly is a genius in his work. Well, Harvey Weinstein was a genius in his work when it comes to film. He was substantially above and beyond when it comes to just his mind and just how he saw things and just how he visualized stuff, him and his brother, okay? So he was a genius. R. Kelly was a genius. Now let's continue. It was majority men that was speaking in regards to what they witnessed, in regards to what they saw, the sexual abuse and the history thereof of Harvey Weinstein. They were very honest with why they were like, mum's the word, you know. And it was very interesting to me, the difference thereof, that with the whole R. Kelly situation, it was more females and then there was males. And the thing is that I get it, because we as women, we are more emotional than men, and I see the aspect in which they was trying to take when it comes to the whole R. Kelly situation. It was more so for us to feel empathy, for us to feel it. In regards to the whole Harvey Weinstein docu, they didn't give a damn, okay? They just put all of what they feel to be as facts out there, you know, because I hear a lot of people getting on the parents when it comes to the whole R. Kelly situation. Well, the difference with these were some old people that he was messing around with. All the shade, all the tea. He was messing with women his age, okay? Or, you know what I'm saying, he was sexually abusing women his age. Now, I'm not saying that's not good, but I'm just saying, you know, there's a difference when it comes to R. Kelly and when it comes to Harvey Weinstein. I'm just saying, really bash the parents out in this perspective or at this time, because they old and gone and withered away, okay? Let's get into this. It was office help that came out that were like, you know, they knew what was going on, but a lot of them said they shut their mouth because they were getting their bills paid. Lips and Lashes by Shea Cosmetics is way more than its namesake. From primers, mascaras, eyeshadows, foundations, lippies, lashes, and so much more. For that fierce look you can't find anywhere else, Lips and Lashes by Shea Cosmetics. Tell them Whitney from Reviews with Whitney D sent you. And I'm just like, this is out here and no one is saying anything about it. No one said anything about it. You know what I'm saying? So you mean to tell me the assistants the office help, the management, the handlers at the house, you think that they were just not seeing anything, that everything was okay in R. Kelly home and R. Kelly's enterprise? But you have a whole Harvey Weinstein enterprise, and they boldly and blankly say, well, shoot, we had to make sure our bills was paid. I'm Stevie and I ain't wondering about nothing. Okay? So my thing is, it's just like, it was frustrating because it's like you boldly had somebody in this movie say that, hey, we saw what was going on. We knew, we heard the rumors, but it's like, shoot, we was on the road. We was about to ride this wave, you know? But to be honest with you, it wasn't until stuff hit the fan personally for individuals where they then was like, okay, this is not right, right?
Shazazz Creations is a virtual boutique for creative customized apparel, tumblers, and jewelry. Allow them to create a keepsake that you can use as a heirloom for centuries to come. Everything from blankets to pillows, allow your memories to come alive with every picture. Tell them Whitney D from Whitney D TV sent you. Use the Whitney D code or link in the description box below. Bye.
This is what they labeled the young women, or this is what one particular woman that got in an encounter with him labeled herself. She said, I took risks. I was young and hopeful. And I said, but we label our girls as fast and wanting it. Versus you got this white girl that is in the same predicament that actually knew that, okay, I am going to Hollywood. I ran across Harvey Weinstein. You know what? This could spark my career. So I'm going to take this risk. I am hopeful and I'm youthful. But we call our black little girls fast and wanting it. When it's the same situation. Here you got a young lady, a white girl, okay, that is hopeful and that is putting herself in an environment where she's able to be introduced to a Harvey Weinstein. But she's young and hopeful and a risk taker. But our black girls who put themselves in a situation to where they're able to meet an R. Kelly are fast and we're wanting it and we're looking for it. And I brought this up on my live on last night. And I'm breaking down those highlights if you were not able to watch it. But I broke this down on my live. We're either going to do two things. We're either going to say that the parents sold their children off, right, to this man, okay, gave this man off, gave him off to him, and should have known better. Or we're going to say, well, you guys say that he never, you know, got charged for anything. He got off for the case that he was charged for. What's going on now? What's going on now is just speculation. If it's just speculation, if he got off with the last case, the last charge, right? He didn't get charged for anything, right? Then was the parents at that point not doing anything wrong, right? Because the man is not guilty, right? He wasn't guilty. And what's going on now is like, it's hearsay, right? So which one is it? And then I go on to say that she said it she despairingly believed he was going to help her. You know, I mean, a lot of the alleged victims of his stated that they thought that he was going to help them. That's just like R. Kelly situation. Every woman that got involved with this man thought that this man was going to help them. They didn't think they was going to become sex slaves or victims and all these things, or allegedly all these things when it comes to this man. Okay? And so that's another thing where I'm just like, what is the difference? What are we doing here? What are we doing here when it comes to if we're going to sit up here and condemn these women, but not these women, when they boldly out their mouth say, I thought he was going to help me. Did you not know his background, girl? Did you not know his history? Or did you overlook that too and say, well, shoot, you gonna help me, and shoot, I'm a risk taker. Like, and then it goes on to say that, and a lot of them are like, in comparison, we had a lot of people like condemn these young ladies and say that they wanted to use this as an opportunity to better something or whatever the case may be. Well, again, in this documentary, some of the alleged victims were actresses, like full-blown actresses, like real actresses. Like we've seen them on movies, we've seen them on credits and things of that nature. Okay, and they knew what they were doing. They knew that if they did this, then it was going to help with their career. That's why a lot of them was mum's the word in regards to the whole situation.
I am happy to say that I am a brand ambassador of Noel. Noel is handcrafted, no harsh chemicals, scrubs, oils, soaps, and more. Quality skincare at affordable prices. Check them out and let them know that Whitney D of Whitney D TV sent you by using either my code Whitney30 at checkout or the link in the description box below.
Does that make that okay? That don't even make that okay. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is that you have women that are boldly saying that they were going to do this to help their career, and you have these women that are saying, no, I initially got into this because I thought this was going to help my career, but then I got into this situation. Prime example, you have Azriel. She's a beautiful singer. I don't care what you guys say. Y'all cannot take that girl's talent from her. However, when she got into this relationship with R. Kelly, she put her talent, she put her dreams, her hopes on the back burner. Just wanted to love on this man, just wanted to be that girl, if you will, right? So, but originally you came in with your eyes big and open and things like that. Why didn't you take advantage of the opportunity that you had? You was now in a relationship with this man, but she didn't. She put that on the back burner. Okay, so I wrote this down. It said, same stories. Need a message? Can we go up to your or my room for a drink? So he did the same thing to each girl. He would always say, hey, can we go get a drink? Hey, I got a message for you. Hey, let me read something to you. Hey, let me go to your room. Hey, come to my room. And it's a whole isolation thing. Okay, it's a whole isolation thing. And so he would tell the girls to give messages by way of someone say, hey, Harvey wants to talk to you. Hey, Harvey wants to meet you, and things of that nature.
Sounds a little bit familiar, doesn't it?
He would send messages by way of his handlers or people that, you know, was around him at that point in time to these young ladies, okay? To the women, I mean, to the people of his harem or his enterprise that he could trust, right? So the thing is that, again, it's really no difference, but it's a difference. Okay, let's keep it going. Actually told people, if you know what's best for you, you better keep your mouth shut. Like, he boldly told this, okay? It's some recordings where he was very nasty to the media, okay? And I mean, compare himself to God and knowingly, just like R. Kelly. Remember that video leaked of him talking about they should got him 20-30 years ago and stuff like that. Just the whole arrogance of it all. Like, come on now. Money, power. It was easy to act as if it's not happening. Money and power made it easy to act as if nothing was happening. When all these young women, because they weren't girls, all these young women got sexually abused for countless amount of years because power and money made it easy to act as if nothing was happening. Are you hearing me? Like, seriously, come on, okay? And so with that being said, these people are boldly and blatantly saying this in this documentary, and you have individuals that were in connections with R. Kelly that want to act as if,
oh, that had nothing to do with it. You know, we saw nothing was going on. This guy was great. Oh wait, is that the girl from the Piss video?
come on now. Anyways, and actually one alleged victim stated that she stayed because she thought leaving would make it worse. This man had a lot of young ladies' careers in their hands. So a lot of them dealt with the nastiness. This man would just grab some of them and
on them, you know what I'm saying, did some of the nastiest things to some of these young ladies. And they would just endure it because, again, they felt like, okay, well, if I leave, this is going to mess up my career. Let me just roll with the punches. You know what I'm saying? Like, these people, they were blatantly saying this in this docu. This literally happened in front of people. It literally happened. Like, it wasn't no hearsay. It wasn't no, well, prove it, got facts. It happened in front of people that were able to witness it. You know, that were able to say, no, this, I saw this happen, right? He did something that is no different from R. Kelly again. He would take, like, he would set up pictures with the alleged victims to discredit the victims, y'all. So you will find him with, you know, Rose, whatever her name is. She was one of the alleged victims. She really pushed the Me Too movement in lieu of the whole Harvey Weinstein situation. So he would take pictures with the likes of her. He would take pictures with every one of his alleged victims when stuff started hitting the fan, just to discredit the victims. Just to be like, no, we was having a good time right here. Like, come on now. Like, really, if I did something to them, would they be doing this? Like, come on. No different from a lot of these runts that R. Kelly got on YouTube. Now we are a little more advanced with technology, so the beating can be a little more severe. So it's not necessarily that it's like pictures. It's more so in UAs. Okay, it's more so documentation, more so digging up the alleged victims' past. This is what they're doing now. This is how we're discrediting the victims. This is actually what Harvey Weinstein had to say whenever he was en route to his court date and the paparazzi was asking him how he felt. He states, and I quote, "Caused a lot of pain and sorry for it. I got to get some help." The reason why I wrote that down is because you have not yet one time heard R. Kelly speak on the fact of anything and state that he was sincerely sorry about nothing. So you mean to tell me that you did nothing wrong, you have no fault in anything? And this is what infuriates me and pisses me off when it comes to the Harvey Weinstein and the R. Kelly situation. This man, and this is why it's so easy for the white community to sit up here and you know, in a sense of not so much as bite his head off, because before he hit the court stand, he at least had the common and or sense to say,
I caused a lot of pain and I'm sorry. I need help.
No, you have R. Kelly that is just, I didn't do it.
I don't know what these girls are talking about. Oh my God, they're trying to ruin my life, trying to take the black man down. They're trying to ruin my career, they're trying to ruin my name. This is all the white man's theory. I did nothing wrong. I did not piss on her. That's my brother. I did not do that to her. That is not true. I didn't.
Like, it's just frustrating because it's just like, you as the people have facts about both situations, but because this is a black man, you refuse to take it in and just use your common and or sense and state, well, I don't think all of it's true, but some of it sounds a bit fishy to me, and I'm just going to hold off from bashing these victims upside their head until facts is presented. Now everybody wants to press say, give this man a free trial. Oh, he is found guilty in the court of the world. Well, yeah, the same thing happened with Harvey Weinstein, and truth be told, because a lot of people want to misconstrue the whole Me Too movement. Oh, this was brought on with the whole R. Kelly situation because the Me Too movement. Actually, no, it is. The Harvey Weinstein situation catapulted the whole Me Too movement because you had the white girls that got involved with it. Let's just be real, okay? We're not gonna play these games, okay? It didn't catapult until Rose, what's her name, with the cut all her hair off, came into the mix. That's why a lot of people was just like, oh no, boo-boo, this been here by this black woman, okay? I think it's Tawana, or I'm gonna put her name, the founder of Me Too, somewhere around here, okay? But she founded it. But because the white woman got involved with it, they start saying, you know, the buzz with that. But why? Because of Harvey Weinstein, okay? Get that together. Then it was like, time is out now. You got Bill Cosby that came into play. Then we got, you know, R. Kelly.
But the thing is that it's so sad because look at the difference. Because you want to sit here and make it seem like R. Kelly is just getting way more bashing than the Harvey Weinstein. Actually, no. The difference is that the white people aren't pushing back as much as the black people are. Because, oh, we want to preserve our own. Why do we want to preserve such disgusting nastiness? Why? Why do we want to preserve that in our community? The white people don't want to preserve it in theirs. So why, as black people, do we want to sit here and preserve our own when our own is mutilating and abusing our own? I just can't. Anyways, this was a quote. One of the alleged victims says, "Collective experiences a pattern." Okay, and so that's how they depicted the whole experiences. Okay, collective experiences. It was collective experiences. It was a pattern. He had a pattern the way he did things. R. Kelly is no different. He had a pattern the way he did things. You know what I'm saying? So much so that the alleged victims, they're in Asheville, for prime example. She stated when she got home, she still was in that pattern. Still in that cycle, still exercising at a certain time, still wearing certain things, okay? So this was something that was very pivotal for me that I was just like, wow, and I wrote it down, and we're going to wrap this up. Undermined and discredited. There's a Harvey Weinstein in each industry. I was floored when I heard that, because I'm like, you know what? There is. Harvey Weinstein was the guy when it comes to Hollywood. And you know, and acting and things like that. Your Bill Cosby was like that when it comes to like TV, you know, production. Then we have R. Kelly, who's more so in the music situation, but he is no different as we just compared to Harvey Weinstein. Now in present day, Harvey Weinstein has been found guilty, okay? Not only that, he had to pay out millions of dollars when it comes to the alleged victims. Nobody's talking about that. Not one got away with a book deal or a acting job. They just got their coins. They just got their money. And the difference is a lot of these alleged victims when it comes to R. Kelly aren't even on trial. They just want to tell their story. They just want to be able to live life afterwards. Maybe it is doing a book. Maybe it is becoming an actress. Maybe it is becoming a musician. But you have a lot of actresses that were pleading their case and are still acting to this day. No one's messing with them. No one's not watching their movies. No one's petitioning courts and stuff like that. No one's sitting there behind death threats and stuff like that, because a lot of you don't even know exist. Okay, so my thing is that it's just frustrating how we are yet again allowing ourselves to be conditioned again. Okay, because it's very ignorant for you to sit here and say that we need to protect our own, we need to support our own, but in the same breath beat and bash your own when it is a woman. And the sad thing, and I've said this before, the sad thing is that it's women doing this to other women. I sat there on one of Asheville Lives before and I watched the disgusting things that these women had to say in regards to this young girl, as if your old behind do not understand how it is to be a 20-something-year-old woman, thinking that you got it all, thinking that you know it all. You done experienced a little bit of life, so now you smelling yourself, and so now you think you got it all figured out when bam hits the fan and you are looking like uh-oh, and you're trying to put the pieces together and pick yourself back up, and you may be doing it wrong but you don't know, but now you got egg on your face and you're trying to figure everything out in front of the world. So I just am so irritated and frustrated by these grown women who have platforms, as I do, that sit up here and have the audacity to fix their mouth on this girl as if you don't comprehend as to what state of being this woman is in, and then have the nerve and audacity to sit here and support a man that clearly has a history of doing these things. Clearly. Regardless if this man got off Because don't think that just because you get off of something, you get away, baby. Because you gonna meet that maker one day, and he is the judge, the juror, and he holds the trial. Okay, so don't get me going. Okay, but at the end of the day, you mean to tell me you're gonna fix your face and fix your mouth and say we need to support our own, but you are letting your own fall through the cracks. Miss me with that. And I'm just sorry, I'm not going to be a supporter of that. I am not. So I will be team alleged victims all day, period. Okay, now with all that being said, you guys, I wanted to again give a shout out to Lips and Lashes by Shea Cosmetics. This is again Green Lantern on my lips. Check her out. The link is in the description box down below. And she is a black business owner and entrepreneur. Check her out. And then if you would like to get one of these wonderful keep it cute or get the booties, or even a customized notepad, check out Shazazz Creation. The link is in the description box down below. These are black business owned operations. Now, I actually have not been able to dig deep into this particular product, but I am, because it has been sending a bit of uproar. If you guys didn't know, Noelle is a product that I support or whatever, right? You guys see the commercial in my channel. This particular product, this is a product of Geronda paste. For those who didn't know, okay? And I'm proud to stand behind this. And like I said, this tells you right here, I sure do. I sure am. I had one particular person in my comments was like, this is one of Geronda's businesses. I was like, it absolutely is. And that tells you right there that I support these young women. If Joycelyn would like to come out with something or whatever to fund her family, because Geronda has what, three children. She just gave birth to a son, and she came out with this. I'm supporting. Sure am. If Azrael come out with an album, I'm buying it. Sure am. Just like Miss Kitty has a book, bought that. Sure did. What's your point? Yeah, I'm a supporter, because at the end of the day, these young women have to move on. These ladies have to move on with their lives. They're not fixing to live under rocks because it suits you guys, okay? This young lady is getting therapy. She is getting healing, but who are you to sit here and say, oh, that's not how you're supposed to heal? Because I would have healed like this, or because this is what I see. No two situations are alike. And once you get your butt up out of R. Kelly's behind, you can see clearly enough to know that, this situation ain't my business. Okay? But anyways, you guys, that is the video. Tell me what you think down in the comments below. Have you had the opportunity to watch Untouchable? If not, will you? Have I got you intrigued? Tell me what you think down in the comments below. And that is that on that, you guys. Stay tuned for the next video.
Thank you for tuning into the show. Now it's your turn. We want to hear from you. But remember, keep it cute or get the boot. Let's talk in the comments down below. Check out all our sponsors and affiliates in the description box. And don't forget to join the Witness Nation by clicking the subscribe button. Thank you. Until next time, this is Whitney D with Whitney D TV. Signing off.